All right, we are back. It has been a few days since I've streamed, and I haven't felt good for all of it. My mental health has been very, very worse than I've acted like a lot on stream. And okay, I was worried for a second I wasn't getting any sound out of the game. That would not be good. Because aside from just the internet connection troubles that I had with this when I tried to stream this around October of last year, I've had a lot of weird struggles making this thing work properly. And where's my chat window? You want to behave over there, buddy? Let me pull that up. I always keep that on the actual side of the screen, just so that way I can make sure that the chat is working on the layout and everything and all of that. You know. Plus, I can see twice the game because the way my monitors are set up. I may as well be able to see twice the chat, too. It totally makes sense, you guys. It does not make sense. On the upside, in terms of presentation, I actually managed to get back the little logo graphic up there. So I'm gonna make some stuff look better. I'm gonna kind of ride on that for a little bit. Probably make something a little more original at some point, but for now I just really like the I like the way that looks. Let's go ahead and start ourselves a new game. And we've played this game before. I certainly have anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and pick medium. Many years ago, I tried to do a run of hard mode where all I did was use the wrench and didn't use any of the plasmids except where I had to. That got lost in a hard drive crash, which is quite unfortunate because that was a lot of fun. Also cutscene. There's a little talking.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
And that's our player character there, Jack. We are never going to hear him speak another word again. He might make some noises. In fact, I believe he makes quite a few throughout the game because obviously he gets put through some physical distress, but no more words out of this guy. Which, it's got its ups and downs. I'd love to be like, oh, that's a shame. I'd love to get to know his character, and then I remembered I didn't actually like that in BioShock Infinite very much. I hope the video quality isn't sucking too much here, because OBS is telling me that things are working good, but I haven't done anything. Also, mind your eyes, that fire is quite bright. This might be a little taxing on the system, but at least I shut off like my Android emulator and all this other stuff before I started this. I bet nobody's going to show up because I'm doing this much later than I intended to. It's like almost 8 o'clock over here. I had some difficulties with installing the... Well, that's not entirely true. I did have some difficulties with installing it, but those came up after I had installed it via Steam the first time, and it was not running properly. So I had to get out my actual disc that I have from like 2009 or whatever, whenever I got this for Christmas, and I tried to install it off of that. And it was trying to access a patch server that I believe no longer exists. So it would not finish the install unless the patch was downloaded. So I was like, oh, I'm stuck, aren't I? I'll try Steam one last time, and thank goodness it worked. Door slammed behind us. Someone must have been expecting us. Kind of looks like Richard Nixon a little bit, huh? That's just me. But, like, Nixon wasn't even president by the time this game is supposed to take place, and wouldn't really have been that well known. I don't even think he had any sort of political career by the time the location is built. because as we're going to see, things are going to be trapped even further in the past than this game takes place. But let's pull the lever and watch a little bit of an intro to the setting.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose rapture.
Even a couple years after this game came out, this looked cool.
The artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, rapture can become your city as well.
The lighthouse is all lit up like hellfire. Looks like some kind of plane crash. You're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. How could it? I don't know. You best get over there. And be quick about it. The splicers are coming. You gotta be kidding. How do you know someone's even coming? Because we all find the spirit way down. That means we've got company.
Yeah, it's a lot of visual stuff at you all at once, and not a whole lot is really explained except that Andrew Ryan seems like kind of a
Spear's coming up now. Johnny, security's banging off all over.
what's the word I'm looking for? Well, you can insert your own, I guess. There's plenty of them that all mean the same basic thing.
Don't hurt me.
Oh, that guy's toast.
Let me go. My God.
Told you. I don't want to be looking at this. I definitely don't want to be looking at that. That's,
Someone new.
yeesh. Oh god. I forgot how intense some of the flashing can be for this. I would like to seriously apologize to anybody who has any sort of photosensitive issues like that because, ooh,
Would you kindly pick up that short?
that's not particularly great even for me.
I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground. Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind.
Buddy, we're underwater. Higher ground isn't going to do
Gonna need
much.
draw out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
Get a look at what's going on over here. We got a lot of abandoned luggage. Can't do anything with any of it. A lot of it seems to be, like, really messed up. Like, this place has been inaccessible in a sense for a very long time. Nobody's been coming or going, clearly. And we've got this thing over here, a Vita Chamber. If we die, we will come back at one of these. And dying is a very distinct possibility. I'm pretty bad at this game. I'm, like, not a good shot and stuff. And there are some parts where I kind of just take deaths in order to destroy certain strong enemies easily. Just keep burning health meters until you get the job done, right? It's kind of like a strategy.
Just a bit further. How do you like that, mister? Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something? Bloody splicer. Seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
Woo. Glad that security robot seems to be on our side for now. And it seems there's been a bit of a rebellion of sorts going on against Andrew Ryan. And I suppose that's kind of bound to happen in this sort of setting where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, everybody gets to sort of do things for themselves. Nothing is binding you. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna take that as meaning literally, well, the government doesn't mean anything either, right?
I just wanted some company.
And we got ourselves a nice, simple little fight here to start off. Just left click to smack people with your wrench. And the E button to loot trash cans and other objects. All kind of just food hanging out around here. I'm sure that all of this is perfectly sanitary. Man, we make jokes about Ness from Earthbound and the garbage can burgers. Here's Jack just eating a sack of chips straight out of the garbage can. I guess that at least they're kind of wrapped, but so would the burger be, right? Well, I hope so. Anything in this? Yeah, just random needles. At this point, I don't think Jack really knows anything about, like, Eve or any of the plasmids or any of that stuff, so we're literally just taking random medical supplies and needles and stuff out of a garbage can for not much of a good reason. And we'll just take this, why not? I think Atlas eventually tells you to use it.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
That's not how that works. Just saying, that's not how that works.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Let's buck weak. You're a weak shopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow always have been. You'll be no better off with metal daddy, little fish. See you floating behind.
Again, sort of getting things to the trickle, you know. Oh wait, here's another cutscene. It's Twofer.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
You alright, boyo? First time plasmid's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Alright, give me just a second here. I'm gonna check something. Sound might go a little crazy here. Okay, cool. At least it's not having weird overlay interference here. I mentioned this. I had this happen in one stream for some reason where just I was doing OOT randomizer and the overlay whenever anything was over the top of the emulator, it was showing on the stream. I had to fix that eventually though, so Well, of course I did, but I guess more the fact that, hey, I actually got around to it. It was very, very, very awkward looking, and I was also just making sure that I actually sent out the notifications. Oh, hey, yeah, by the way, I am streaming, I swear. Because I was genuinely concerned about that, because I had somebody who's been looking forward to this for, like, 9 months or something. However long it's been since I did this. So, yeah, I want to make sure that that got out and everything. But, again, I think part of this is also, yeah, hey, I started up late. So, this might not go over as well as I would want it to, but it can't be helped all the time. Technical difficulties. I should have checked this yesterday. But for some reason, my brain was like, yeah, it'll just work. No, I gotta remember, this is technically an old PC game now. That rule does not apply. Anyway, right-click switches between our plasmids and our weapons. They actually fixed this for BioShock 2, which is one of the things that I actually like about that game, where you can basically wield both at the same time. That's, like, an actually good change. Unfortunately, I kind of felt this series kept getting worse as it went on, but we'll talk about that some other time. A little bit of Electro Bolt to pop open the door here. Oh, what the? We're getting... Yikes! Yeah, we're getting pretty jostled there. I can't imagine living in Rapture necessarily being all that fun, because there's all sorts of weird debris in the water that'll break doors and stuff, and just make things rock, or... Jeez, we even saw, like, this blue whale in the opening cutscene. That is a pretty terrifying proposition by itself. We'll pick that up. Our Eve meter is basically our mana meter. That's the little blue thing at that's second on the HUD in the top left. Come at me, buddy. And, yes, once again, this is going to be very bad on your eyes. I'm very sorry about that, and it's not for video quality reasons this time. But, yes, stunning an enemy with Electro Bolt before you smack them drops their defense like a stone. It's a very, very useful thing. Yikes! That's a noise, and this dude is on fire. I actually noticed that the burning guy was taking damage over time. I think I just kind of assumed it before, but I never truly noticed it. Wonder if we could just let him burn to death. That sounds really, really bad, but... like, it does get even worse when you consider that all the splicers are just, like, essentially drug addicts in a way. They're just people who started using plasmids and stuff heavily, and it messed them up pretty badly. Yeah, if you stop to think about a lot of things in this game, they get worse in various ways. I'll just put it that way.
I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them.
Yo!
You can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know
I think it didn't show up.
I feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now.
I think it's buried.
I hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
Yeah, let me rearrange that. Thank you, by the way, for the 5 bits there, Lethal. That's real nice of you in a very serious way. It really does sound like I'm just sort of being a bit of an ass there, right? Oh, that's real nice of you. No, seriously, I mean it. That pleases me greatly. And then got an email with like no username attached to it properly. It was very ominous. No, it's from a political thing. It's completely unrelated to that. It's somebody who's like, "Oh, well, did you approve of this candidate?" And the answer is, kind of. Also, yeah, the chat box is real thin. So there's like almost no username there. I may have to read those out every time people chat and I respond. I'm doing this on a slight bit of a shoestring in a sense here.
Why aren't you here?
I'll make that better for next time, I guess.
Then when you
Yeah, but also there's not a whole lot of horizontal clearance anymore because of because the screen is much wider. So let's sneak up on this person
no,
and
no.
oh. Oh wow, she was not having me do this. I was gonna show off the fact that it was just a revolver in the...
They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Oh, that's just some guy. I don't think I can hurt him. I was gonna demonstrate that it was just a revolver in the pram at the first. The pram. That's a very British thing to say out of nowhere. This is what happens when you're like a kid and you just watch Monty Python VHSs way too much when you're like 10 and stuff, and your parents don't seem to have a problem with that. I'm okay, I swear. Yes, though, the reason the chat box is so slim is because there is much less horizontal clearance, as you can tell. I'll fix it so that way the text is smaller for the next time, because I didn't realize that it would be so huge. And yeah, if we drink a lot of alcohol, we get a little bit of a drunko vision going on here. Also, alcohol drains our Eve, but recovers our health, which I feel like is kind of the opposite of what you'd expect, but cigarettes will drain your health and restore your Eve, so I guess it's got to work out like that, right? Plus, a little bit of alcohol is okay for you, like wine and stuff. If I remember correctly, like, there's a story about Edgar Allan Poe that I seem to remember being told in high school, where towards the end of his life he had to take medication as well for his health, and was basically alternating back and forth between that and alcohol, and they kind of had basically the opposite effects on each other. The opposite effects as each other, rather. I don't really think that's true, though. I think that's a little undersubstantiated, but a lot of things they tell you in school are not entirely the truest.
Too spliced up. Too spliced up. Nobody's gonna want me.
Oh yeah, we get these kind of ghost images in certain locations. Also, we get these audio diaries, which... That's going to contribute to a lot of me being very quiet throughout this, trying to... Oh! Hey, buddy! That's not what I wanted to do. The pistol doesn't hurt as badly as the wrench does. Unless I aim for the head, I guess. Anyway, audio diary.
Hey, Brenda, you care to tell me why you've had a hole in the wall the size of Plymouth Rock coming out of your crapper going on 3 weeks now? Nah, I ain't saying I'm Shakespeare, trying to run a respectable theater. I got working folk coming in from Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all they can think about is the stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
That's an actual guy. Can I hit him? Give me that reticle. Got him!
Charlie!
You will never see me perform another shot that good.
No, Charlie!
Probably because most of the time I'm just going to use the wrench. Also, you can see that the gun-toting fellas are a lot more defensively built than anyone else in this game, basically. I think F is to heal, yeah. There we go. Got some more of these. Audio log.
Another New Year's, another night alone. I'm out and you're stuck in Festus, working. Huh. Imagine my surprise. Oh, I guess I'll have another drink. Here's a toast to Diane McClintock, silliest girl in Rapture. Silly enough to fall in love with Andrew Ryan. Silly enough. What happened? Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh God. What's happening?
Oh, well, that sure is a thing for us to hear about. Yeah, they definitely feed you a lot of medkits early on. You can see that we are a little overstocked, and there is no any. I think somebody's trying to get out, but I don't know from where. Or maybe that's just a bunch of fuses popping a lot.
Spot a splicer in the water. Hit him with the electrobolt.
See, we didn't even have to fire that shot. Come on, what am I doing? But yeah, the electrobolt is very, very useful. They really do give you the right first power in this game.
You will have to fight me for her!
I forget if that's what you get in BioShock 2 as well, but it's definitely not what you get first in BioShock Infinite. In fact, the electric, well, it's a vigor in BioShock Infinite. If they're plasmids in the main series, they give you, like, they take until halfway through the game to give you the electric one, and it's not very good.
Lower that weapon for a minute.
Alright, let's take our weapon
You
down.
think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now.
Better look here.
Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
I mean, I guess she's not looking particularly healthy, but come on, dude, that's a little mean. The problem is the system, dude. Dog. They wouldn't say that in 1960. Busted vending machine. Ruh-roh. Stand back! Ooh. Yes, game, I know how to stand up.
Big Daddy. She gathers Adam. He keeps her safe.
Ouch. Why is it telling me that key is unbound? Fuck off, game. I know it's because of the cutscene, but that's a pretty good bug. And can I hit that lock, please? There we go. Yeah. I don't have to worry about saving my game. I'm gonna concern myself only with autosaves until I'm done streaming tonight. Let's check around this room. I don't believe there's a whole lot to get in here. Just that one guy. Okay. But we got another Vita chamber over here. These are like automatically triggered just by getting near them, I believe. Which is nice, because if you had to go up and like touch each one, I would forget, and I'd end up getting sent back to the beginning of the game so often.
Standards, even in troubled times.
Oh. I had a spot of lag there. That was a little weird. pistol. Yeah, obviously we can't collect more guns than we have. The game just doesn't want to let us do that. But we can get the ammunition from them, so that's nice. And this area is definitely pretty easy, so I'm gonna take it nice and slow as long as I can. Alright. What you got? $4? Okay. Got nothing. Dang. Here's a Big Daddy that's a little toasted out here. $33, that's a nice haul. The Big Daddies obviously are carrying a lot of money because they're the heavy hitters. So whether or not it would necessarily make sense in storyline for them to have more money, they definitely have it for gameplay reasons. Alright, Neptune's bounty is where we're supposed to go. Yikes! Oh god. Yeah, that actually can hurt you. Alright. We got some incoming some rubes here, as it were. I don't know why that was my go-to, or why it said "as it were" there. That doesn't add any sort of. That just makes it sound sillier. Oh wow, 6 electric buckshot rounds there. That is. What in the hell was that? Okay. Wow, that one had a lot of health or defense or both. I suppose they're a little interchangeable after a point. But that took a lot of wrenchings to get done. Alright, so... oh, come on, dude.
Christ, you're trapped. Gonna try to override the exit from here.
Alright, what do you got? What's going on?
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches sent you? The KGB wolf or the CIA jackal? Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or das Vidania, champion.
Also, shout out to the guy not showing his actual face and just a photograph of half of his face covered. I don't know if it's on purpose or if it's just to be a little cheaper with the production, but it works. I don't think these guys ever break through. I'll give them a couple seconds more. Yeah, they're just having a grand old time. Let's move on to the medical pavilion, because there's nowhere else to go. We can't even get in fights right now until we move forward. Thank you so much, game. That's a little strange.
Now you've met Andrew Ryan, the bloody king of Rapture. Now find your way to emergency access.
And here we are, our first real level, as it were. We've got... There's a lot of advertising stuff inside of the game for, like, in-game companies and facilities and stuff, and a lot of it really does look kind of cool. It's...
Remember what Andrew Ryan says. If you do that, the bandits win. Take your family to Fort Prom and Arcady. Go out and shop. It's the Rapture way of life.
It's some very nice world building is what I'm trying to say.
Welcome to the circus of value.
And we got a vending machine here where we can buy some stuff. I feel like we're set for now. Oh wow, that thing's selling the electric buckshot right off. I don't remember this stuff being anywhere near as readily obtainable.
Dr. Steinman said he released me today. Ryan didn't come to see me since the New Year's attack, not once. But Dr. Steinman was very attentive. He told me that once the scar tissue was gone, he was gonna fix me right up, make me prettier than any girl I've ever seen. He's sweet, all right. And so interested in my case.
I don't like where any of that is going with anybody involved except for Diane. Alright, we're a little stuck here. So we gotta go open the doors. We gotta open the door. Maybe we'll get on the floor. Walking the dinosaur, of course, is mandatory. There's nothing inside the security bot. We can hack these, which puts us in a game that is... Well, it sort of explains it here. It's basically like something that I believe is usually called Pipe Mania, but I knew it as Pipe Dream as a kid. Whatever the name that it goes by, it's a simple... create a path from one end to the other before the... and try to beat out the moving liquid. And once you do that, if you hack security stuff, it will function for you. You can hack to open safes, to make vending machines cheaper. We can't do it to this. Oh, we can actually. More items available and all prices reduced. Let's give this a shot. I seem to recall this one being impossible to hack originally. So that's why I was immediately like, oh yeah, we can't do that. Maybe that was changed in a patch, because this is... I'm playing the version on Steam, so it must be all up to date, right? No, I'm not playing the remaster, by the way. I own the remaster, but I've heard that it doesn't work as well as does the original. So we can now buy those electric buckshots, we can buy some standard, but we don't have a shotgun, so we don't care. We can, however, buy armor-piercing pistol rounds, which are useful, but we don't really have much to worry about with those for now. So I'm gonna pass on those. We might come back for those later to use to help us fight Big Daddies. Critical, please. Or not. Fine, fine, be like that. Alright, does the security bot want to get in on the action a little bit here? Yeah, one of the nice things, by the way, is that you will see that each of these enemy types has a lot of different models and a decent amount of different voice banks. So the fact that there are very few real enemy types, it doesn't feel that repetitive. I don't feel anyway. And we get some machine gun rounds. I guess we're gonna be getting one of those pretty soon.
Us the means to do it. And Ryan frees us from the phony ethics that held us back. Change your look, change your sex, change your race. It's yours to change. Nobody else's.
You know, buddy. Like, I'm not gonna come over here and, like... I feel that there's a little bit of implying certain things are equal.
Security alert is in progress.
let me get my words together in a moment here after I'm done with this.
If you want to use the emergency access, you'll be needing Dr. Stoneman's key. He's the one that runs this place. But I don't expect him to hand it to you out of milk of human kindness. Stoneman ain't that kind. And frankly, I'm not even sure he's still human.
Alright, let's loot this room. And yeah, that little bit there, that's a little bit of nastiness I didn't really remember about him pulling out like the reference to sex change. That's a little eesh considering some of the other stuff involved. And Steinman obviously being a little bit evil and kind of creepy, and like you have this moral obligation to look your best because of the fact that we actually can. It's, I have feelings. We'll put it that way. But let's just open the medical pavilion and move on. Politically inclined video games tend to be very bad at the politics part sometimes. So it might just be for the best to not think about it too much, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. And you can see our little security drone is doing work for us. And we accidentally bonked it with our wrench. Oh wow, I missed this goofus with the electro bolt. Are you kidding me? It's 2 in a row. I don't know how I'm not doing that, but my aim must just be really bad. Go ahead and heal up and continue forward. Alright, we got some busted medical machinery here. That's a little unfortunate because it would be nice to... Oof. Again, don't like where this is going.
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman. The daft bastard set up shop in the surgery wing. You want to find him? Just follow the blood.
Adam presents new problems for the profession. As your tools
This
improve,
guy.
so do your standards. There was a time I was happy enough to take off a ward or two, or turn a real circus freak into something you can show in the daylight, but
This fucking guy.
when we took what we got, but with Adam, the flesh becomes clay. What excuse do we have not to sculpt and sculpt and sculpt?
Remember, all them machines will short out right across if you hit them with electrovolt.
Thank you, Atlas. I was going to get there in a second. We can indeed just shock these turrets and we can hack them to fight for us. This is one of the really cool things by... Oh yeah, don't leave the fluid into the explodey looking tiles. But that should be obvious. One of the cool things that I really, really got on with BioShock over from a gameplay perspective is the fact that you can choose how to deal with situations in so many different ways. It's a lot of fun for that reason, because you can go around, you can just hack these turrets, and you can walk up to them and smack them. You can...
On the surface, the parasite expects the doctor to heal them for free, the farmer to feed them out of charity. How little they differ from the pervert who prowls the streets looking for a victim he can ravish for his grotesque amusement.
I feel like I've literally heard that on Twitter before. Thank you, Andrew. Andy. Oh yes, you can also just straight buy out the little hacking minigame if some of them are too hard. I believe that is not possible with any of the safes when we start seeing safes. that is going to be an option that suddenly dries up for us. But we will concern ourselves with safes once we get to a safe. Let me explain how incredibly strange it feels saying safes. And we are looking good. Okay, ourselves a nice little metal armada going on here. If anything passes through here, it's not gonna be completing its journey. I'll put it that way. Got ourselves an armor-piercing round, just one, so that's not gonna be a thing we do much with. More importantly, though, I see a healing station. Let's go ahead and hack this. Cost reduce, and enemies who use it will take damage. Yes, enemies can try to use the health stations, which is another really cool thing. They feel just as much like people as you do. In as much as an NPC in a video game can, anyway. Because obviously there's going to be a few things that they can't do, like properly strategize, but that's just how deep can AI actually get, and also that would make the game hard as hell. Let's not kid ourselves. There would be a profound effect on difficulty there. $10 for a quick heal. I'm going to shut my security drone off for now, and I'm going to see if we can coax one of the nearby goons into into using the health station. Just show it off. It's, There really is sort of this conceit running through BioShock that an unusual amount of people are just complete assholes about things. And I can understand how someone can actually come to that conclusion, but also, it's a little oversold there, I feel. Pick this up.
I am beautiful. Look at me. What could I do to make my features finer? With Adam and my scalpel, I have been transformed. But is there not something better? What if now it is not my skill that fails me, but my imagination?
Oh, I overdid that. We'll see it eventually. Don't worry. Alright, Droney, get back up. Let's go. Clearly, I should just name all my security drones, right? We can call that one Phil. We can call the next one Ricardo, I guess. See, this is the problem. I will fail at this immediately if I do that.
I'll be better next time. In the theater, a woman gets used to it.
Yep. There we go. There's something over there that we can't deal with. The door's a little stuck sounding. Alright, this ammo machine is looking a little too tough for us to just buy out of, which is quite unfortunate for a wide variety of reasons. Big one being, it probably won't have anything too important for us. Another thing that I'm not great at is that I'm often very, very bad about using money in video games. Even though usually you have a pretty good stock very readily available to you.
The enemy
Oh, we got some good stuff here. Got those armor-piercing pistol rounds, but most importantly, we've got anti-personnel automatic rounds. 40 for 50 bucks. I will take that. And I don't know. I'll take it. That's for sure.
It has been brought to my attention that some citizens have discovered ways to hack the vending machines. I should not need to remind each and every citizen of Rapture that free enterprise is the foundation upon which our society has been established. Parasites will be punished.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Mouse wheel switch weapons, B button to switch ammunition types. So that's the thing we'll probably be using in a bit. Let's try hacking this vending machine and see if we can get something good out of this as well. Well, I was gonna say I better switch that fast, but no, that was not happening. You can see that this can actually be like a legit challenge, even though Pipe Mania type stuff is really, really easy in a lot of ways. It's one of the stock video game puzzles, so it's very easy to grok it, as it were. I feel like that's one of those things that people really hate hearing, like, oh, this fella said grok, let's kill them, right? Well, you can't do that. You'd be doing me a favor, is all I'm gonna say to that. Ooh. It's been a time. I can't even be like, oh, it's been a day, or oh, it's been a week. No, it's been 29 years. I'm almost 29 anyway. Let's go ahead and hack this thing and see if we can't get ourselves some more deals on healing if we should need them. There we go. By the way, if you fail a hack, you take damage, and sometimes you'll set off security alarms, but we'll see more of ways that happens later on. So put it out of your mind a little bit, I guess. But for now, the game really wants us to go this way into Dr. Steinman's aesthetic ideals. That sign is definitely not one of them, let me tell you what. But for now, we're going to go over here to Eternal Flame, which I believe this is a... Well, first of all, it's a dude with some kind of bombs here. Oh, buddy, you are not going to... Alright. Cover... Oh, he's trying to do some ninja smoke bomb stuff. He's still there. Let's just do this the simple way of just blowing this thing up. Yeah, obviously if you sit in the security camera light for too long, you will get targeted. They'll send security bots after you for a brief period of time. It won't be a fun time, I'll say that. Unfortunately, there's nothing inside the security camera. And the Nitro Splicer, that's the type of enemy that we're facing. I legitimately could not remember that dude's name. The Nitro Splicers are the ones that throw grenades, and they are hardy. Let's operate the furnace. After all, we are in a crematorium. Wish they paid me for us doing their jobs, but instead we get a Hacker's Delight. This is a tonic. Tonics are, well, they function as your various passive... I can't tell if I should say gains or bonuses. Let me try to avoid saying passive bones. That's a little silly sounding, frankly. With Hacker's Delight, your body converts the altered current from a hacked machine into a powerful healing agent. Hack and heal. That is a very, very nice thing to hear about. Let's go ahead and slot that in. So I guess it's kind of like we got paid for doing these folks' work. I hear a gun doing a thing. And we just ended that person pretty horribly. I gotta remember to pick up more Eve hypos. I see I'm at 4 now. I like to have a full stock of things. It feels good, you know. Then it's a lot less likely that you'll run out in the middle of a big fight. There's still somebody around here, I just don't know where. We got that health kit, and is there anything else to do before we go in here? I believe not. But yeah, you can hear this door is a little busted. So if we want to get into this office, we
Parasite wanders the halls. We rebuild our city, and the doubters send a fly to spoil our hope. 1,000 atoms to the man or woman who pins its wings.
Dude, what are those speakers made out of? Tinfoil? Jeez. Get some standards, buddy. Grab that and file cabinets. And more importantly, we pick up Incinerate. Very, very nice.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
Yeah, I do like the little advertisement style tutorial things there. But let's light up this oil real quick, and that will just clear the area for us.
All roads in Rapture lead to Ryan. Security, the splicers, the big daddies, the little sisters. He pumps some kind of chemical scent in the air. Pheromones, they call it. Makes them all dance to his tune.
Gotcha. Well, let's scan the rest of this area. Even though these folks are pretty badly burnt, like wow, they're not just charred, they're still covered in blood and everything. They look absolutely demonic like that. It's so messed up. But we're gonna scavenge their bodies for any sort of dollar bills that somehow don't burn up. I don't know how that works, but okay. Get everything in here, yeah, because this is the same furnace from earlier. Pick up some coffee, which will heal our Eve, and pick up one of these.
Picasso became bored of painting people. He started representing them as cubes and other abstract forms. The world called him a genius. I've spent my entire surgical career creating the same tired shapes over and over again. The upturned nose, the cleft chin, the ample bosom. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I could do with a knife what that old Spaniard did with a brush?
Well, my dude, human flesh is not a literal medium while it's still attached to the body. You can say someone is their body of work, their art, but that's not literal. Like, come off it. I just feel Oliver Thorn facepalming at this.
Andrew Ryan asks you a simple question. Are you a man or a slave?
But we also get, now that we have the Incinerate Plasmid, we can melt ice and stuff, so let's go ahead and check out Twilight Fields. This will be a place where people are buried. Yeah, funeral home. Technically, a funeral home is not really where you're buried, it's just where your casket is displayed, but I forgot what words are. I should have switched the electro bolt, but it worked out in the end. Don't step on the fire. I don't think it can burn me, but I'd rather not step on the fire. This bottle of alcohol is still burning. I don't think I should drink that. Although saying that, I know that there's like some drinks that people drink that are literally still on fire. Like that seems that seems like one of those things that you've got to have like real courage for. I would not be able to do that. Not least of which because I'm not really interested in drinking alcohol. But just because that would freak me out. And hacking a safe just unlocks it. We can't buy this out. This is a little too hard for us. And to give you an idea as to how mean safe unhacks are, look at this. Start up! Oh, man, I can't believe I got away with that. No, shit. This is bad. This is bad. That was very, I can't believe I got away with that kind of timing twice. Let's check out what's in the safe, though. We've got 17 bucks, some buckshot, and 3 armor-piercing pistol rounds. Again, we're still kind of low on the APs, so we're not really going to start distributing those too freely into anybody's faces, but it's good to have them. Let's check out the rest of the area. Bandages, that'll give us some health. I mean, bandages don't literally heal you. What's Jack doing? Is Jack just eating the bandages? And that sounds really nasty. But that's kind of impressive in terms of a physiological sense, right? Just eats the bandages. And somehow it works. Oh. That's, do I gotta walk forward for this? It appear I do. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're being a little stalked here. Let's pick up the Security Expert tonic. This goes in a different set of tonics, the Engineering tonics. A new offering in the HackSmart line. Security Expert was designed for the hackers specializing in disabling electronic security measures. Be secure without Security Expert. That is pretty handy. Turrets, drones, and cameras. So I'm good with that. Apparently this dead person had $4 in their pocket. Alright, Chief, I'm ready for you. I was, however, not ready for you to not leap that far out. So maybe I was not ready for that guy after all. Over here, we've got a keypad. We can enter a code in there if we wish to, but for now, we're just going to deal with this stuff first. And do that fight. Solid Snake we ain't, by the way. That was like the worst attempt at stealth I've ever seen. Oh, I didn't know you could get money out of the music box there. There's also a little bit of food in the casket. Oh, and a little bit of camera freaking out as I step on the wrong thing. And most importantly, I can't bust this portrait up. Most importantly, we've got a piece of paper here that says 0451. That is what I was looking for in the first place, by the way. The keypads have 4 slots on them. It's kind of like a combination. It's like a bike clock, basically. Let's try putting in 0451 and see if that lets us in. You can find the security codes for each of these pretty easily, but some of them you can hack as well to skip over that part of things.
Bacteria or microscopic.
Oh, I was trying to get the drop on that guy, but he was not having it. But I feel we've done a decent amount of stuff up here. Let's move on to the next goal. Let's go ahead and follow this arrow over to Dr. Steinman's place and see what's up here.
We've got to have standards, even in troubled times.
Well, that door just doesn't function straight up. I don't care. I hear that Big Daddy stomping around, though. That's slightly concerning.
Can somebody clean this place up? Scrub it down.
Why do we have two eyes? There's some law that says we must. 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 ears, 2 breasts.
I don't think that's Dr. Steinman talking, by the way, but I cannot remember because he's got, like, a... His voice on the tape sounds a little bit different from his voice in game when we meet him. Oh, spoiler alert. Oh! Really, dude? I thought he was gonna hit me. Oh, that guy's being shot at.
Sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. But if you get your hands on one of them telekinesis plasmids, you can catch the damn firebombs and toss it right back in his gob. Or anything else that might be standing in your way.
Gotcha. We need to find a telekinesis plasmid, and we'll work on that in a second. Let's see what we can do about... I'm just going to use my auto hack on that vending machine. That's a very scary, scary thing there. Yikes. How about this medical machine? Is this hard? No, this one's quite easy. Yeah, you wanna save your auto hacks for stuff that's pretty hard, but you do get a decent chunk of them throughout the game, so don't be concerned too much about the idea that you'd be wasting them. Except very early on. Again, kind of like item stocks in any RPG, although this is not, strictly speaking, an RPG, I guess. Not in the sense that we understand it. There isn't, like, a level system or proper stats or anything like that. At least, not that's visible. Obviously, that stuff kind of exists in the code on a base level, but you generally don't get a good look at that. You.
How dare you touch me?
Clean. Nice and clean. Except anything but, obviously. Hop over the supply closet. What do we got at the Circuits of Values here? An easy hack that seems okay by me. I guess you can say that whoever set this puzzle up is a real hack. I was trying to make it sound like I fell asleep on my microphone from the fake laugh, and it did. I don't think the thump came through as well as I wanted it to. Damn. Well, we get ourselves some stuff in here. Mostly some healing items, a little bit of booze, an auto hack. And considering we put forth basically 0 effort to get that, that's pretty nice. I will accept that gladly. F2 to switch to the incinerate plasmid and melt this ice. What do we got?
Simon, I know medical pavilion is your matter, but you might want to cogitate on this. Ocean water is colder than a witch's tit. You don't heat the pipes freeze. Pipes freeze, pipes burst, then ratchet leaks. Now, I realise you're a posh sort of geezer, and frankly, I don't give a toss if you piss or go fishing. But once Rapture starts leaking, the old girl's never gonna stop. And then I'll be sure to tell Ryan he's got you to thank.
McDonough there's got away with words. Get out of here! That was a nice, easy fight. I'll take a bunch of bandages. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate a nice gift when I see it. Whoa! Oh yeah! There's some rocket drones down here. I forgot about these guys. Well, I forgot about this one anyway. I remembered one more, but I forgot that one. So we'll definitely be seeing more of those rocket drones in a moment. And hey, maybe I'll get toasted by one for the purposes of humor. They don't do enough damage to kill me though, so it's not gonna be like the Iron Knuckle or anything. I don't want to make anybody sad, but there you go. It's not gonna be as great as it sounds. It's slurp. And somebody laughing over there. Oh, nice. 4 anti-personnel auto rounds. That's sure to help me get. That's sure to help me get anywhere with them. But as ever, I do appreciate freebies.
Sorry, don't you?
Oh. Yeah, I see Toasty is trying to. Oh, it's firing rockets down this way. Yeah, Splicer is toast. Grateful for that. Alright, you can hear the security camera and you can see its red beam. Go. Sneak in right under it, and let's make this nice and quick because this security camera is not going to do a whole lot for us. And once again, we get a new tile for the little Pipe Mania thing, the little spirals. They slow down the flow of the ooze. The cyan goop. I'll just auto hack this because I don't feel confident in that on camera. I'm already bad at video games. I get even worse on camera. Somehow. But we've got ourselves a nice little defensible area here, so if we were to get ambushed, which is not like a thing that happens because the enemies are all hard-coded and everything to exist. But if that were to be a thing that exists, we would be fine.
Clinical trial lot 44, Dr. Suchong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Subject is white man, one Roland Wallace. Can you hear me, Mr. Wallace? Yes, sir, Mr. Suchong, sir. Very well. Right, I'm introducing lot 44 now. We've codenamed the lot 44 Enrage because of its tendency to... Nurse? Hold him down! Nurse!
Man, that guy's having a hell of a freak out. I bet we're gonna find Dr. Suchong's corpse somewhere in the nearby area. Aren't we? Right, search that body. And that's back outside. Okay. I'm a little bit turned around here. I thought there was more in this room. Pop this grate open. And in addition to a dead person we can loot. And some stuff. Boy, where are we going to get that shotgun, huh? Bandages. And of course, this thing. Wrench Jockey. Wrench Jockey bulks up your upper body, allowing you to wield club-like weapons with unprecedented skill and power. Oh yeah. I do love me some melee combat in this game. And doing more damage than you already deal is just icing on the... Well, obviously you guys know what the closer to that phrase is icing on the cake. I was trying to think of something funny that would... We'll subvert it a little bit. But ultimately, I think I just decided that I would point out what that was and try to claim that the variant that involves actually subverting the line is more annoying. What's really annoying is my stutter. Oh, here's a shotgun. You get that? And... whoa! Really? Alright, so we get ourselves a little, little bit of a challenge here to just kill everything. Let's pull out our shotgun here and test this out. Oh, it wasn't even fully loaded. Come on. And that is about as strong as you would expect. And these bodies are pretty loaded with money. Yeah. A lot of people really do swear by shotguns in video games, and for good reason, because that one slow, strong shot, oh, that's good times. Even me, the guy who can't aim, I do enjoy that. I appreciate it most strongly. Alright, healing station fixed. Let's heal. And let's go in here. Get some potates. I hear somebody moving around, but I do not know from where. Break the television. This stuff. Most importantly, that cabinet that's empty. And we've got a safe we can hack, which we'll check out in just a second. After I confirm that there's nothing else here. Oh, there's one cabinet. There's that next room over, but we'll check that out in a second, because I swear I've got kind of a pattern in the way I'm doing things a little bit here. Maybe just a chair, make sure it's still locked and all. Yeah. Ooh, alright. So this safe looks pretty easy. We can even buy it out. That's how you know this thing is really baby tiers. You can buy out the hack for a safe. And there we go. What's in here? See something interesting? Well, we got a med kit that we don't need, so I guess if we have to come back for that later, we can come back and pick it up. Unfortunately, I don't think we are gonna. Telekinesis.
Clinical trial lot 23, Dr. Suchong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Work on telekinesis plasmid proceeding well. Lifting objects at distance presents no problem. Moving objects through space, no problem. Cannot stop speeding bullet, but can catch and throw faster moving object. Problem not with plasmid. Problem with reaction time. Suchong just get new idea for plasmid.
Alright, let's pick up that telekinesis power. If we run out of slots and we'll have to replace the plasmid, you can buy more slots at a gatherer's garden. Replaced plasmids can be re-equipped at a gene bank. So we're not going to see a gene bank until the next area, so make sure that you are done with all of the stuff that needs to be incinerated before you put that away. Because we want to keep Electro Bolt, right? It's so good.
You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Alright. We got a ball launcher over here so we can test this out. And we get ourselves one electric buckshot. That is pretty okay, actually. I mean, it's only one, but whatever. I'll take any, you know. Hey! Oh. That didn't do any damage. Dang. I don't know if I missed or not. Can we make this thing explode? No, we can't. Again, I'm disappointed. More 00. We've been in this room already. There's still some more stuff we can explore down here. So let's not leave just yet. This room is locked. The window, however, is not. The turret is not a nice thing to be dealing with. I'll deal with the corpse in a second. I should perhaps do this in a slightly less suicidal manner. Alright, and hack the turret real quick. Oh yeah. Pop that panel, and... Okay, good. There is one more of those corner pieces, and... There we go. Turret is hacked, and I don't think that has a real effect on us except for making things a lot easier in that area. But we can also loot some electric buckshot. We should probably use some of that at some point, huh? Pop the door open. Need Chomper's dental office key. Is there anything in this dude's body? No. Okay, so I believe we just have to explore this office for a bit. This painless dental. And we get some fog, we got some footsteps. Oh, hi, dead body that was just added to the room. Thank you. Alright. Pop that open. I know exactly what's going to happen, by the way. I'm going to pick up this tonic, and I'm going to get ambushed. Speedy Hacker. Most popular of the Hack Smart line. Speedy Hacker buys you the time you need to hack any electronic device. Time is on your side with Speedy Hacker. Hey, dude. Oh, wow. He actually got a hit in on me. I'm kind of disappointed in myself for that. But I did give the guy, like, setup time to be like, look how creepy this is, even after I ruined it. Pick it up. Read the diary.
Sometimes I pity the little freak. Such a tiny imagination. Content to sit there with the tanks of Adam tweaking and optimizing. I need to create. Adam is a canvas of a genetic modification, but the plasmids are the paint.
Alright, someone is definitely over there.
Hello?
Oh, I can't enter,
We can see you, you know. Stop running like a fool!
Wow, that's a pretty durable enemy taking 2 whole shots in the shotgun. Keeping in mind that I missed one of those, like, completely. It is a shotgun, sometimes. Well, it's a... Like, I don't think shotguns in real life spread out that massively, that immediately all the time, do they? I don't pretend to be an expert on those. I've never operated a shotgun in real life. Okay, so I believe we have not gotten the guy, the corpse that we're looking for here. I think it's a corpse. Is it a corpse that we're looking for to jangle the key out of? Okay, well, it can't be that dude. F2. Oh, there's the key. Okay. That's a lot easier than I thought it was. Whoops. I did not spot the key return until just then. I'll just give that a quick buyout.
Who is it? Clean it up! Clean it up!
Just because I assume by this point people are probably a little sick of seeing those over and over. But we do get to see the enemy set off the security camera. The audio being a little weird. Well, we just do that, yeah. Nice and simple. Buckshot. There's something else in here. Oh yeah, safe. We saw that already. I thought there was something else beyond just that in the safe, though. Something else beyond Thunderdome. Wait, what? Again, that just reminds me I've never seen Mad Max Fury Road. I've heard that Fury Road is very good, but for some reason I can't get over the fact that, like, obviously one of the points of it, aside from the one that people talk about all the time because it upsets them, and this is the internet, so there's only one thing people get upset about, is sort of this idea of it being a very environmental-based movie. Well, like, that's kind of the point of all the Mad Max movies, right? Is that the environment was ruined by mankind's hubris. And then that many practical effects are used with regard to burning cars and stuff. I'm not saying that it's something that would look... that, like, oh, it looks bad or anything. I actually think that that looks kind of cool and sounds kind of cool on paper. Maybe for something different, I guess, though. And in the middle of my rant, I completely failed to mention that this area is mostly just a bunch of special ammunition, which is fine, because that's usually what you get from exploring. There's that and tapes. There's only so much you can get from this stuff. Later. Up and get up. Okay, so we're done down here, right? I didn't see this Vita chamber earlier, and yeah, there's just one thing to potentially loot. I got turned around a little too little there. Oh, F2.
It's a standard procedure!
Yeah, it was mentioned you can throw grenades back at the nitro splicers for easy, huge amounts of damage.
Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon...
But for now, all we gotta do is head back in the direction that we came from earlier and go see about Dr. Steinman.
Swallowed a little light? At Surgical Savings, we'll happily work out an affordable payment plan for any major procedure. Potentially terminal illnesses won't wait.
There we go, nice and easy. Can we toast this guy? Well, there went a large portion of the dude's health meter. Oh yeah, that fella is gone, folks. Gonzo. Gonzo the Great.
Today I had lunch with the goddess. Steinman, she said. I'm here to free you from the tyranny of the commonplace. I'm here to show you a new kind of beauty. I asked her, what do you mean, goddess? Symmetry, dear Steinman. It's time we did something about symmetry.
Okay, yeah, he's really not all there. Oh. That fella has an alarm on his head. I think it's dude. quick hacks on these. You'll notice that I'm going to do a lot of hack buyouts from here on out. Because, as I said, I kind of suspect that people are not that interested in seeing this many pipe manias. If it's really expensive or I don't have auto hacks, I will obviously do them. Alright, save. It's 64 bucks. I think I can use the auto hack instead. And we are once again full on first aid kits.
Aphrodite is walking the halls, shimmering like a scalpel. Steinman, she calls. Steinman, I have what you're looking for. Just open your eyes, and when I see her, she cuts me into 1,000 beautiful pieces.
Oh yeah, I almost missed this. Static discharge. Ryan Industries introduces the latest in wartime deterrent genetics. Static discharge makes you a walking Tesla coil, zapping anything and everything foolish enough to strike you. Feel safe, be safe with static discharge. This is a pretty nice plasmid to have, because, yeah, you get hit enough, you release an electric explosion. It's very simple, it's free DPS, basically. Makes life just a little bit easier. Oh yeah, let me show this off real quick. If you break the health machines, they just drop medkits. It's pretty useful if you're done with an area.
What can I do with this one, Aphrodite? She won't stay still! I want to make them beautiful, but they always turn out wrong! That one, too fat! This one, too tall! This one, too symmetrical! And now, what's this goddess? An intruder! He's ugly! 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 Ugly!
Away from the window. Alright, it's time for our first boss. Dr. Steinman is, well, he seems to be pretty resilient against electricity. Our drone is doing work. And granted, so is the other thing. So are the anti-personnel rounds. Those are pretty mighty. And Steinman is toast. Use a medkit. Maybe I should have done that properly. But we get the emergency access key and we get some bullets out of the guy.
It was time somebody took care of that sick bastard. Make sure you get the key off Steinman and head back to emergency access. I'm working my way to the backside of Port Neptune myself. We'll get there soon enough.
Let's go ahead and give the rest of this room a loot. We've got a safe here to pop open. And yeah, these are... I could have just bought this out, couldn't I have? I may have immediately accidentally gone back on my word of, oh yeah, I'm going to try and show fewer of these. Whoops. But that's okay, it was a nice easy one. But we got med kits. Cool, I'm glad I spent the time. I believe halfway through that fight, Steinman usually, like, summons allies to fight for him. But we just steamrolled that guy. Just came in with our strongest weaponry and absolutely demolished him. So I'm okay with that. I enjoy a free win whenever I can get it. Yeah, game, I know how to check the map. These areas, like, accessible. Nice work, Droney. We got all the corpses there.
Approaching a little sister is a criminal offense. Do not approach the little sisters.
Pop that open. Let me get out of here. Well, let's stock up on those. We can't carry any more armor-piercing pistol rounds, which is... that's okay. I guess I'll just start using those pretty soon. There is a Big Daddy fight coming up, so that's a good time to put him to use.
Sounds like another tunnel collapse. Welcome to Rapture, the world's fastest growing pilot joke.
Ooh. Yeah, we get some flashbacks. I believe that means we found all of the audio logs in the area. Whoa.
It's a little one. Here's your chance to get some Adam.
It's just
cutscene time.
And me. And all the tasty Adam I can drink.
Stay away from her, or it is you who will be shot next.
Easy now, Doctor. He's just looking for a wee bit of Adam. Just enough to get by.
I'll not have him hurt my little ones.
It's okay, lad. It's not a child. Not anymore, it ain't. Dr. Tenenbaum saw to that.
Bitte do not hurt her. Have you no heart?
Aye, that's a pretty sermon coming from the ghoul who cooked up them creatures in the first place. Took 5 little girls and turned them into that, didn't you? Listen to me, Bio. You won't survive without the Adam those things are carrying. Are you prepared to trade your life, the lives of my wife and child, for Tenenbaum's old Frankenstein?
Here. There is another. Use this.
Atlas is being real tough because he's not there. He's a real keyboard warrior, ain't he? Alright, so, by the way, hi Credence. I did not say that earlier because I was trying to let most of the cutscene play out. I forgot what a douchebag Atlas is. I almost called him Adrian. I'm just going to call him by a different A name every time, apparently. Whoops. Alright. Let us reckon with the little sister, because, yeah, we got all the collectibles in here. Alright. So, now we get a choice. And this is sort of playing into the game's big morality system idea, where it's you decide which approach is better, but most of us don't really care much about... Wow, Credence. This guy. Most of the time, I would say that we don't really, like... let me try to word this properly. Like, I don't think people really play into morality systems in games that greatly. A lot of people just have sort of the exploratory mentality of like, oh, well, I'll just try out this thing and that thing and see what works, what differs. This is one of my problems with Undertale, because it sort of pretends to make personal judgments about you based on which ending you pick, whereas really what you're going to do is not necessarily indicative of the kind of person you are. Sometimes you just want to play through it each different way in order to see all the endings. And I can tell this because I know how many people are talking about like all their different runs. Actually, somebody on Wednesday, I went to go play Smash Brothers with a couple of my friends who I know IRL. And one of them was talking about, oh, I really want to stream my genocide run of Undertale, which kind of implies that they know what they're doing and they are not approaching it as, oh, I'm playing this according to this is my actual moral choice. So morality systems in video games don't really work, which is a thing that BioShock Infinite tries to get back into, which is fine, but I think the rest of it is kind of botched in general. So we'll probably get there because, yeah. All right, so we can either harvest or rescue the little sister. I'm going to rescue... I'm going to rescue every single little sister in the game because... I'll get to that in a second.
Thank you. Thank you.
The path of the righteous is not always easy, yes. The reward will become clear in
three little girls. But looks don't make it so. You need all the Adam you can get to survive.
Shut up, Atlas.
Make sure you pick up a new plasmid or two. That's if the price ain't too dear, of course.
Atlas is kind of full of shit because really, your plasmids are not your greatest weapon in this game. A lot of them are helpful for getting around, but overall, you're about as well equipped for any fight with guns as you are with plasmids. As long as you basically keep your Electro on hand, which we're pretty much going to do the whole game. So, y'all can't see the hand gesture I'm making, but you can kind of imagine it, I'm sure. If you rescue the little sisters, you will get other rewards over time, and those I generally find to be a lot more useful. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to take a max health upgrade. So, yeah, that's all the Adam we have to purchase, to buy anything with. And we'll get more later. It's not a big deal.
Not only are those little girls veritable atom factories, they're nearly indestructible. They regenerate any wounded flesh with stem versions of the dead cell. But their relationship with the implanted slugs is symbiotic. If you harvest the slug, the host will die. So you see, it's not like killing, Tenenbaum said. It's more like removing a terminal patient from life support.
Slug, well, okay then. That's the thing. That's something, I guess. Pop this crate. And we get some more stuff. Anti-personnel rounds are nice. We probably want to try and get that. We'll get the armor-piercing bullets back in a moment because we've got a Big Daddy fight over here, I believe. Right? Well, I thought it was back there for a second, but nope.
You're ready now. It's time to take on one of them big daddies. It won't be easy, but it's the only way to get the little sisters and the Adam they carry.
Alright, let's do this. Those armor-piercing rounds are not doing a whole hell of a lot, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot more than almost anything else we have at this point. Although the shotgun is doing work. Whoa. Nice try, buddy. Let's loot that body, get some money, and... Hey, you.
You saved me.
Sound cuts out a little oddly there. I think that might just be a thing with the Steam version, or maybe it's like, oh, buddy, don't stream at the same time. Jeez. Can I not go back this way? I suppose not. Try over here. This is where the crate was? Yes. Get those armor piercers. Again, I don't know how useful they'll be, considering that damage didn't seem amazing, but whatever.
Are you almost back
Probably
to
fine.
emergency access? Come through as soon as you get there. You got Ryan's eye now.
Ah.
You won't hear them coming, but it'll be there before you know it.
Chuck a wheelchair at him, sure. That scared him.
The parasite hates three things: free markets, free will, and free men.
Let's pop this open. Oh, jeez. That's, you're not entirely wrong. I actually was talking earlier about how shitty my mental health felt recently, too, so... So that's, like, doubly appropriate is what I'm getting at.
Okay, fine. You'll be back.
Or if people want to say that it's 0% appropriate, well, I guess it's... well, you can't multiply it by 0, otherwise you just get 0, right? So... Ah! Gotta remember the grenade falls when when these guys die. Whoops, I forgot about that already because you don't really face a whole lot of them that close up. You know, the emergency access thing is back over there. Right. I got confused.
Security alert reactivated. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, I can't break these televisions? Come on.
What you did. Come through to Port Neptune now. I'm looking forward to shaking your hand.
And let's go ahead, pull this lever. And we get ourselves a real, little bit of a menu here. Oh, yeah, it's completely understandable. Hey, thank you for that 5 cents. I'm really disappointed, by the way, because I did some custom setup for the bitbox, so that way it wouldn't have that GIF and it wouldn't have the and it would have a different sound. The bitbox, yeah, sure, the notification box, but it appears to have not taken. Thanks a lot, Streamlabs. I may have to double check that later. So yeah, I guess that this is not like perfectly set up or anything, but I'm on a bit of a shoestring here. And just the last couple days have been really not great for me for getting stuff done. But we are here, and thank you very much for the 5 bits. That's really nice of you guys. I appreciate everything from both of you folks. Yeah, Streamlabs is a bit of a thing. It's okay, I'm sure Streamlabs works better than Streamlabs OBS does.
He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him. Maybe he just decided he didn't like people. Whichever way you slice it, good men died. My family's in a submarine hidden in the foundation of Fontaine Fisheries. I'll meet you there.
Ah, gotcha. I guess I haven't used it in a couple of years either, because it used to be very, very janky, is what I remember. So that may be messing with my memory a little bit. Quick buy through that and grab one of those. Some electric buckshot might be nice, and we'll grab another med kit. Gene Bank will let us switch around what we have equipped, which is very useful. But I don't think we need the Incinerate Plasmid right now. We only have the 1 physical tonic, we only have 2 hacking tonics, and I think we only have 2 combat tonics anyway, so yeah. No real reason to switch anything around. But it's good to see that it's right there a little while after they introduce to you, oh, by the way, you have these limited amount of slots. And if you take Incinerate away too early, you're going to feel like an idiot because you can't explore everything without backtracking. I see someone's shadow over there. Let's not hit shift and do that. Whoops.
What crawls in my garden?
This is getting a little tense. We may have to fight that. Oh. It's just a dead body. Full of stuff that doesn't really matter to us right now.
Days go by like wind.
Again, really trying to creep us out here. Let's do one of these. I'll do this puzzle the regular way. And there we go. We got a healing station set up that will probably become important at some points. And we meet our second variety of Big Daddy. This is a Rosie named for its gigantic rivet gun. Is there anything else around here to pick up before we try and fight this fucker? Not really, no. Big pokey daddy. This guy. Oop. There's a turret that's mad at me already. That's cool. Ah! It's got some grenades going. In addition to the rivets. Yeah, so one of the big things to point out is that that fella is dropping proximity mines at us. Oh. And of course, I keep switching away from plasmids as soon as... My reflexes are not always on the ball, so... I mean, yes, I could remember to switch and to switch to plasmids and deal with things that way, but... As I say, I'm not always that fast. Yeah, apparently we needed to use all of those on it. That was a smart idea. Also, that sound Larry, because everything wants to kill me.
You show kindness to my little one. What? But are you really a friend to us? Regardless, the little one brings you a gift.
Ow!
Demonstrate our appreciation.
Rip me. I was expecting to have just enough time to... I was expecting to have just enough time to kill that thing before I healed, by the way, is what I am trying to get at. Unfortunately, I severely underestimated my ability to kill that thing fast. Let's pull that shotgun out. And switch to the good shit here.
All his commandments. All his commandments.
We got someone having a bit of a religious breakdown over there. Alright. Yep. Got bullets. Down, buddy. Your singing voice is not very good. And that's totally the issue here. Nothing in the grenade boxes. By the way, if there are items that we can't get at a certain point, like certain types of ammunition that we haven't picked up in the world or we don't have the gun for, it will just not show up in certain collectibles. So, like the rocket turrets from earlier. If we broke one of those, we would not be able to get rockets out of it, even though they usually would be loaded with rockets. Not till we get something that can fire them, anyway.
Bathysphere's in lockdown until further notice. Ryan had us install some kind of genetic device into the thing, so only Ryan and his inner circle will be able to use them without dispensation. But the boys tell me the keys are pretty unreliable. Sisters, cousins, anybody in the ballpark genetically will be able to come and go as they see fit.
Interesting. It's a little bit spooky ghost ammo. Alright. Get ourselves medical expert. Medical expert, your first aid kits will go farther. Healing sickness and injury at a rate you're sure to find astonishing. Don't use a first aid kit without your best friend medical expert. And I will take anything that will make us heal more, because our health meter is going to be getting boosted as we go. And that seems like a pretty useful thing. There's something flickering over there, and I can't see what it is. What do we got? Is it just more machine gun ammo? Yes. And I haven't really used regular machine gun bullets at all. We have now, though, so we can go back and pick some of those up. That seems like a tremendously silly thing to do, but okay, why not? We're here. That turret appears to still be trying to fight somebody, so that's fine. Not even remotely unsettling. Let's just carry on with the mission. Check these crates. Yeah, somebody's smuggling some bullets in with these fish. And there we go. There's our gift. 200 Atom, the Hypnotized Big Daddy Plasmid, which we're just going to store, and some armor-piercing pistol rounds. Remember to pick everything up at the time, otherwise you can't use it all. Alright. What am I saying? I'm not saying it properly, that's for damn sure. Basically, the teddy bear disappears after you've looted it once. So if you wanted to go back and pick those items up later because you didn't have enough stuff for it, because you didn't have enough space for them, you will not be able to unless you hold off on picking it up until you have enough space to purchase all of them. Words are not easy for me sometimes. Switch to the anti-personnel rounds. As we see, these things are pretty good. Even if I do have problems shooting volleys, even if I do have problems shooting small volleys instead of large, but whatever. What's in the machine? Let's leave it. Explore under here. We got something going on here. Some sort of weird machine with a conveyor belt that goes backwards. It's probably like take stuff into the... Well... Yeah. Alright, so we got a keypad. The rocket turret is having a good old time up there. I can't grab that audio log yet. I believe there's an audio log somewhere nearby that reveals what the password is to open that thing. That rocket's just having a good old time, huh? I hope it got something at least.
Who can blame a lady who craves variety?
Alright, we got some creepy shit going on here, I guess. So many levels.
And one day the gentleman stopped calling.
And let's give this thing a nice wrenching. What a convincing looking animation.
Radioed on ahead. Says you're looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if your heads up to the Wharf Master's office and find old Peach a research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. Well, what was that? My friend, you fucked.
Oh, I see. Peach Wilkins is actually Coyote Smith. And here we get ourselves a bit of a mini boss because we've got the first instance of a spider splicer here. Alright, we got some backup going here. Oh. I think she's dead, guys.
Look on the belt. You'll find something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera, and then snapshots of those that crawls on the ceiling. Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just
Nice. We got ourselves a grenade launcher. That is always a fun time.
Jumping at ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
Oh, I think that lit up the water a little bit there. That's... not quite done as I'd wanted, but I will accept it nonetheless. Heal, grab that med kit. Yeah, by the way, there is an audio log that reveals the code to access that. I just don't know where it is. I may have said that already, but there was that little mini-boss in the way, so that may have interfered with my remembrance of such things.
You don't know what it's like.
Knows where to find a research camera. He seems a decent enough sort. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done his errands to stick a shiv in your belly.
Wow, thanks, Atlas, whose name I forgot for a second there. Alright, we've got some stuff going on here. We can buy a plasmid slot, that's nice. The Sonic Boom plasmid that was added to the to one of the patches, so it only costs 1, but it's just a repelling blast. It's not a huge deal. Machine Buster, we don't really need to worry about that. There's some stuff in here that's pretty good, but I think I'm pretty much just gonna pick up the plasmid slot for now and equip Incinerate again.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
Winter Blast is a pretty strong one too, but it shatters the inventory of the target when you kill them. So we're gonna pass on that. Oh, get me out of here. Yeah, the explodey fella went into a really weird direction. Ow! I guess the nitro splicer left something for me that I didn't notice. That hurts. That was quite painful. Heal, grab the med kit off the corpse. And go back over there, loot the bodies. Wonder what went wrong with me in terms of fighting there. Oh yeah, I kind of panicked a little bit, didn't I? This game is actually, like, occasionally pretty scary. It's definitely a horror game, but a lot of things just don't work. But there's times where it'll freak you out. It will certainly do its job. And for now, we've got a little area down here where we can crawl around in the mud. Maybe having the grenade launcher out in this situation is a bad idea. Don't want to be in too close for that.
Something must be done about Fontaine. While I was buying buildings and fish futures, he was cornering the market on genotypes and nucleotide sequences. Rapture is transforming before my eyes. The Great Chain is pulling away from me. Perhaps it's time to give it a tug.
Father, why have you forsaken me?
This.
That. You know what we do to Judases?
That's a pretty nice headshot there. I will accept that quite happily.
How dare he talk to me that way?
Shotgun out. I'm quite certain they know I'm down here. They just can't really fight me from where they're at.
I trade. Whoa, be.
Get out of here. And yeah, we're getting back into places with a lot of the electrical flashing that is very strong, that I feel I have to keep bringing up every time because it is that potent. Oh, my dog's in the other room barking. I don't know if anyone can hear that. The dog clearly saw a dog on television because my mother is out there watching TV. And the dog just always barks at other dogs on TV. Just, oh, friend, bark, bark, bork, bork. Meanwhile, if the other dog on TV was here in real life, just be going, what? Clearly, that's how dogs operate. They don't understand each other at all. Oh, wait, no, they do. Never mind. Alright, we got some proximity mines in here. That's nice. Those are the first of 2 alternate ammunitions for the grenade launcher. And they are a lot of fun. They're nice for setting up traps and stuff, and fight off certain enemies pretty easily, relatively speaking, with those.
I saw one of the smugglers having a game of catching with a dog student. This surprised me because his hands were crippled during the war. He was unloading the barge the other day when he was bitten from a sea slug. He woke up the next morning and he found he could move his fingers for the first time in years. I asked him if he still had that sea slug, as luck would have it. He did.
Get out of here. I'm gonna go heal. Healing station's right over there. Enemies don't really regenerate that regularly. So it's much easier than me going down a medkit. Although medkits are pretty plentiful, so that may end up being perfectly okay to do, hopefully. Alright, proximity mines, yeah, use those to set up traps and stuff. Ow! What the? Grenade launcher.
Darling Masha, we don't know what has happened to you. Ryan's men have taken you away and said you are needed to save Rapture. Who needs a child to save a city? But I see these little girls crawling out of this fence, and I only wonder if you might one day crawl out of this vent and find this note. We look for you, but if you find this, come to us at the Fighting McDonald's in room number 7. The code to our room is 7533. We miss you, our darling child.
7533. That's one to remember. We can look it up though.
I can smell something nasty. Thanks, Mr. Bubbles.
Heal. Damn it, I did that very badly. I clearly was not dodging those shots. I also was not really paying any attention to my health meter because I was trying to switch ammo types here. The electric buckshot is not going to do us a whole world of good against the big guy there, against the Rosie.
Hold it.
Alright, health station, because we don't revive with full health, unfortunately. I hope that big guy didn't regenerate health after I wasted those 2 proximity mines. That would just make me sad. to switch to that. Yeah, this is not really a great place to be fighting in for this purpose. Oh, really? I just got punched, basically. It doesn't seem like this enemy regenerates too much health, though, even with this kind of distance between us. This particular class of having to run back and forth. This is kind of shameful. I guess this is what I get for not playing this game in several years. You've got to remember to dodge around the exploders because they do self-destruct when they die. And that is the... I was going to say that's the wrong way. Yeah, that is the wrong way around. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute, is that the right way? No, no, that's a different little sister. They respawn. There are some of the very... Well, I guess enemies do respawn. I was wrong when I said otherwise earlier. But they got to be a certain distance out of your sight. Ow. I need to throw that a lot faster.
Mr. P. Mr. P.
Like that. Alright. Come here.
No. 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 No.
Give me your weird genetic money.
Thank you, mister. Thank you.
Oh, I hear Homer Simpson over there. I don't believe that actually is Dan Castellaneta's voice even. It just sounded a lot like Homer Simpson. Did you guys know that in the cartoon version of the series, Dan Castellaneta voiced Earthworm Jim? Alright, health station time.
I observe all his commandments.
Up, we've got a bot shutdown panel, which warns us that the security is going to be out in force here. Pistol rounds.
This Fontaine fellow is somebody to watch. Once he was just a menace, to be convicted and hung. But he always manages to be where the evidence isn't. He's the most dangerous type of hoodlum.
Yeah, and that's the fool's way to handle those security cameras, but it seems to have worked out. And let's get in here. Let's do a quick hack and buyout, because I think we're gonna have some enemies in this area. Maybe not.
The research camera looks just like one you'd see topside.
According to this magazine article I scrounged up, it can also analyze genetic information, parse biological structures, lots of other $5 words.
This guy. But that's interesting. We can get some data out of these research pictures that will be very helpful to us. Off the grates. Ah! Wow, really? That one's one of these? Oh, okay. Need that money anyway. Give it to him, baby. Oh, nice combo there. I hope friendly fire is not a thing in this. Otherwise, that's gonna make things a little bit nasty here. Oh. Heal. Good, the game will allow me to flush the toilet from over there. Heal. My medkits are running quite low, actually. I shouldn't have said something about, oh, they're everywhere earlier, because it's clear that they are not everywhere enough. Ow. Man, I couldn't escape that. That's kinda... I am not playing this very well, as you can see. But we do spawn ourselves right back up here. Right by the Wharf Master's office. Switch to those and... Can I hit the damn thing? Of course not. I think I got it though. Which is good because I spent like almost all of those armor piercing rounds. I didn't even get that thing killed. Come on. Whatever. It's fine. I told you I tend to tank depths a lot in order to deal with some things in this game. Because there's no real penalty for dying except, oh no, you can't get the achievement for beating the game without dying. Big fucking deal. Ow! Would you fuck off, please? That's... Like, are you kidding me with that? Let me, That's right. Now I'm thinking on things a little smarter. Yeah, there's a health station right here. Yeah, I can use this. Also, yes, the little panels with the kind of weird mechanical bits poking out of them, those will set off the alarms if you send the fluid through them, so don't do that, basically. Because that is a hell of a lot more annoying than just taking some damage because you hit the wrong panel. You gotta go find a bot shutdown or do some other stuff. It's not necessarily the most nice thing in the world. Most nice. I can phrase that better for sure. Alright, we can't get into the interrogation room, so we gotta get around to that, and I think I saw the path earlier. Alright, so here we are. Grab some stuff. Can't eat a Bible, apparently. There's a Vita chamber. This is where we'll find the camera, I believe. Right?
Jesus loves me, this I know.
Well, that guy's a little close, buddy. Let's grab the camera. Alright. Take pictures of enemies with the camera to research them. Each type of enemy has a unique set of research bonuses. Try taking a picture of the splicer on the other side of the window, keeping the subject centered and nearby.
On those spider splicers, and don't come back down here till you've got my research.
Oh, I see the photographs are not rendering properly. Alright, we got ourselves a bonus from the against spider splicers. We can keep taking pictures of them until it doesn't give us any points anymore.
He is strong.
There we go. Yeah, score too low, photo not taken. Unfortunately, it did consume our film. So we get damage bonuses against enemies we've researched enough, and we start getting tonics from them over time and other various buffs. Look at this photograph. Thanks. Thanks, Credence. Oh.
Don't make this harder. You think you know me?
Let's take some pictures of these shooty dudes. Yeah, we deal more damage to them now, and just keep going until it won't let us.
You think you can trick me?
Alright, so we're kind of hanging out in a really precarious area here. There is a bottle there, but I'm going to look around before I do that. Security bullseye. Alright, so I'm going to put Incinerate away for a moment because this is a perfect setup.
Security system. Set security bots and turrets on your enemies.
But first, take some pictures, some points. Also, that electric noise he switched to is pretty great. I do like that. Let's let the enemies deal with that. Yep, our supply of shotgun ammunition is full.
This little sea slug has come along and glued together all the crazy ideas I've had since the war. It doesn't just heal damaged cells, it resurrects them. I can bend the double helix. Black can be reborn white, tall, short, weak, strong. But the slugs alone are not enough. I'll need money. And one other thing.
The camera's having a bit of a bad time. And it's about to have an even worse time. Get out of here. I believe we can loot broken security. Where did his body go? I saw some gibs, but gibs. I believe that's pronounced gibs, but I always think giblets. I saw that security camera's giblets. Alright. That looks a little tough, but we're gonna try it out. Doing things this way. obviously we don't want to get into those things. Alright, there we go. Well, grenades are a lot cheaper, so that's nice. Let me grab some grenades. And I think that's enough now. As we move into the next room here.
If things weren't bad enough, seems that even our water system sprung a leak. Yep, that's right. Irrigation system in Arcadia is taking on seawater. I told Mr. Ryan when we were building this place, either you build her like a bathtub, or she's gonna turn into a sewer.
Oh. Well, that's not great. I think we missed out on part of the audio log, and we missed out on Atlas telling us to hurry up, or maybe... I think that's the moment where he's like, oh, I don't think that Peach Wilkins guy is very trustworthy. And it's a little out of nowhere, but it is what it is. At least it's not Peach just haranguing us yet to get off our asses and take the pictures. We're trying, dude. I understand that he's like 1 trillion years old or something, but he's gotta relax.
We all move the great chain, and the great chain moves us all.
Scram. Ooh, I'm being shot by these guys? Alright. I thought it was a turret because I thought it was machine gun fire.
As the respectable lab civil turns me away, I have turned to Fontaine smugglers in Port Neptune for supplies. Fontaine's men are pigs. They spit, they stink. But they deliver, and they don't ask questions. They're all terrified of Fontaine. He reminds me a bit of the Germans. So efficient. It wouldn't surprise me if he were soon running things down here.
Oh. I could stand to have more film if I want to photograph more dudes. But I don't know where offhand to get it except from picking it up. Oh, the thing just did that. Cool. We can get proximity mines out of this if we hack it? Nice. 57 apiece does seem a little bit, well, a piece is not entirely true. Grab those.
Come on, get over here!
Get over here! The whiniest sounding scorpion voice anybody's ever done. Get over here! It's because I don't have a thing to actually grapple people with. Unfortunately, they're too heavy for me to pick up with telekinesis.
Are you afraid of me, monster?
Hey, come here, freak. Take some pictures of this. Hey, spider splicer organs can be used like first aid kit. Gross! But also, hey, free healing. Take photos of dead enemies, but you'll receive fewer research points. I actually did not remember that. Kidding me with this thing? That is a very durable security camera. Alright. Pick up these bandages, pistol rounds, more bandages. Cool, we got a proximity mine. Those are, as I've said before, always fun to mess around with. Games like, oh, you should pick up more film at a vending machine, but they don't have those yet, I don't think. There we go. There's another 12 film for us. That makes our lives significantly easier. Check this again. Film? Oh, it does have film. What the hell am I thinking? I know I said earlier that I would just be buying out a lot of these, but I kind of decided, no, I'm going to keep the money and use it better. And fill this in. Yep. Thankfully, the overflow actually falls out of the vending machine. So, if you buy more than you need, which you pretty much invariably will because of rounding, so that you still basically get all of it, which is really cool. New physical tonic, Scrounger. Oh yeah, this thing is great. Splicing Scrounger is like having a sixth sense. You will spot things you'd otherwise miss and discover things you'd otherwise leave behind. Scrounger, you'll swear you have X-ray vision. This lets us do a second search to find different loot from everything. I'm actually going to send Hacker's Delight back because I don't feel that's going to be as handy as the double search. And definitely not as handy as boosting our first aid kit output. Oh, don't use the grenade launcher. And I do realize, by the way, that I'm absolutely doing things the Chump's way when it comes to farming up those photography points. I am definitely doing that in kind of a silly way, but it's getting the job done, so whatever.
Hiding in that filthy submarine makes me blood boil. Help me get them to safety, and I'll be in your debt for life.
Oh, calm down, dude. We're getting there. Oh, somebody sees me. Hey, we got the damage increase. Ow. I thought I could take one more shot before I healed, but nope, I'm paying bad attention to my health. I'm kind of running low on medkits anyway, so I should probably hack this thing and grab some more of those real quick. Yeah, I'm actually burning through cash at a decent rate here, so that's a good cause for me to not skip over all of these, even though I'm sure that anybody who's watching this, especially if they're watching the VOD, is just like, oh god, when will these end? And I don't disagree entirely either, to be honest with you there. Because, yeah, there are kind of a lot of these. You're not wrong. Fill that in. Grab some med kits. Probably just go bust a healing machine at some point. I'll get to that, don't worry. Crouch. Smacking these things around, because of course, why not?
Even miles in the water, he still sees everything.
Security camera? I can't take a picture of that security camera? Really?
Blood! So much blood!
Get down. Alright, let's take the photo of that security camera real quick. Smash it open. Gotta deal with that. Gotta deal with this med station real quick. I think I'm just gonna break it. Yeah, because our healing supply is low enough that just breaking that open is ideal. Come in here and drink this bar's like entire supply of alcohol. Drunko-Vision for a surprising amount of time, probably. I believe they actually shortened the amount of time that you spend with the Drunko-Vision in BioShock Infinite. One of the better changes in that game relative to anything else in terms of like playing that game. But the rest of that game, oh boy, not a fan. But I believe I've mentioned that before.
Rapture's changing, but Ryan can't see the wolves in the woods. This Fontaine fella, he's a crook and a proper tea leaf, but he's got the Atom, and that makes him the governor. Sinking the profits back into bigger and better plasmids, building them Fontaine poorhouses, like Fontaine recruiting centers. Before we know it, bloke's gonna have an army of splicers. We're gonna have ourselves a whole heap of mysteries.
There we go, a nice neat path of just all those bends. Feels good. Alright, we get a grenade. Incidentally, the grenades are basically just cans of beans with explosive content in them. Ah, good old explosive content. A thing that YouTube is extremely full of. That right up, and what's in the safe? An auto hack, some electric butt, and 4 proximity mines. Also, I hit the search again button for no good reason. Also, yes, reloading the grenade launcher does take forever. Did we even hit that guy? Don't believe we did? I feel like the explosion started just in a really bad place for that.
Where is he, Madonna?
You hunting my baby!
There we go, I handled it eventually. That turned out to be too bad of an encounter.
I'm closing in on the whole ring. I'd pat myself on the back, but let's face it, these aren't exactly bloodthirsty desperados we're talking about. Rapture's full of poets, artists, and tennis players, not hired guerrillas. But this leader of theirs, this Fontaine, he seems to know his way around the grift. He keeps his nose clean, but not so clean that the right people don't know he's not to be trifled with.
Gotcha.
Now, are you ever bringing old Peach them snappies, or are you just sightseeing?
Buddy, I haven't seen the last one in a while.
Diane, my dear, I'm sorry, but I'll be late again tonight. Rosenberg is demanding to speak about this Fontaine business. I'm trying to build a proper financial market, and this idiot keeps going on about this, genetic modification, that. I'll go spend an hour pretending to pay attention to the poor fellow. Be home as soon as I can.
Yeah, and once again, you get a chance to see that the you know what I'm trying to say. The nitro splicers do try to smoke out when they are threatened. I think they actually can like properly escape that way on later levels, but right now, no. That's not a thing for us to worry about too much. They just drop a smoke screen and you can get in and clobber them.
This This is the wages of sin. What?
All right. Static Discharge 2. Nice. That is a very good upgrade, and I forgot to equip that properly because I right-clicked. Way to go. 6. Push this button a little bit. I didn't see what the second buff was. Is there a way? I think there's a way to check what the buffs are you get from each enemy type. I am in fact going to check this real quick and see if it was any photograph. Okay, it's not. I don't think it is. Maybe I was wrong. Let's go ahead and hack this. This should be a quickie. And there we go. I'll take anything that gives me cheaper. Alright, so this is the keypad that we were supposed to look at earlier, and for that reason I'm going to check the backlog here. Alright. 7533.
Ryan's men have taken you away and said you are needed to save Rapture. Who needs a child to save a city? But I see these little girls crawling out of these vents.
And
go. If you might one day crawl out of these vents and find these notes.
First we get some money.
If you find these, come to us.
And we find this really disturbing scene. They
7533. We miss you, our darling child.
Apparently Mariska and her husband overdosed on pills and
We saw our Masha today.
drank very heavily.
We barely recognize her. That's her, Sam said. You're crazy, I told him. That thing? That is our Masha? But he was right. She was drawing blood out of a corpse by Fontaine Fisheries. And then when she was done, she walked off hand in hand with one of those awful golems. Masha!
My dear, I'm sorry, but I'll be late again tonight.
Okay, the audio logs tend to glitch out, by the way, if you reread old ones, which is very, very odd. So we get a situation like this where Andrew Ryan won't shut up.
Mr. Ryan, I believe in Rapture, but that doesn't mean we always win. Fontaine Futuristics is the biggest thing going in Rapture, so let me be plain. When we arrest that Torag Fontaine for his thieving and smuggling, we must make it clear that we won't touch his business interests. We sit on the council because these poor sods trust us, not because God gave us a chair.
Right, let me heal up. This looks like I hear a Big Daddy around here. I also see a dude with a machine in his controls. I think that's somebody who's got a controlling a drone. I believe. Let's auto hack the safe and get. A lot of safes have auto hacks in them, so it's usually not a bad idea to spend your auto hack devices to pop the safes.
Here to visit the scum of the earth, and you play.
And there we go. There's our third spider splicer. Finally, we can smash some keys there, and we get increased damage +2. Alright, heal. Oh, Wait, no, not time to break that yet. What the fuck, really? This thing is still following me? I'll just deal with it that way. That was kind of flipping out a little bit there. Alright, let's make sure to take pictures of the Rosie so that way we can get some damage buff here. Alright, we got an increase to our max health and our max Eve meter. That is nice. Make sure our equipment is set. Because these fuckers are always like mini bosses, basically. Okay, wow, that's rude, game. Game had me picking up the wrong thing. That's real cool. But we're not far from that. We're not far from that, fella, so we can fix this real easily.
Wanting an item from the surface is forgivable. Buying or smuggling one to Rapture.
Go upstairs? I feel like... Again, shoutouts to all these audio glitches. I really wish that I could have installed this properly from the disc now. Before it was like, well, this is more convenient, frankly, but it seems to be causing some other issues, you know? Alright, where is the small child? There's nothing in the rivet gun, which is usually the case. But it's never a bad idea to check. Did I just do this for nothing? Reload. There's nothing else in the wine cellar down here. Oh, yeah, I can do a second search on it, right? Yeah, there's not even health items down here to pick up. That's unfortunate. Amazing, I picked up the double search tonic and I've like not been using it. That's real great. Where's the health station? Heal. Break it, and we'll take that med kit. Make sure that I didn't miss anything in here. Alright, so with this done, air quotes done, I guess, because we clearly... what am I trying to say here? We didn't get that last little sister, which is kind of a problem. But I don't know how to, like, force a respawn or anything. It's clearly time for us to back up a little, to back out of here. Also, that seems like a really dangerous thing. You just use the grab on. Oh, is that thing still an enemy?
More of you. Now, this place will.
careful on that one.
The smuggler is the friend of the parasite. It is your duty to report the smuggler.
I can't take pictures of the broken gun turret, really? Well, let me search through this area to make sure I didn't miss anything big here. That should hopefully give us enough time to try and reset the Big Daddy. I don't want to leave without dealing with all the Big Daddies and getting all of the little sisters that are available. I believe this is where we...
Welcome to the circus.
I don't think there's another one further on, is what I'm trying to get at. It's the same one, right? Head back to the Fighting Donnas. I hear somebody coughing in there. Oh, I can actually take pictures of sisters. I forgot that was the thing. Oh, jeez. Thanks! I did not want to get into this fight yet. That's one of the big downsides of the thing, you know. The electric glass tonic that I forget the name of. Is that you can end up getting into fights that you don't really want to get into early just by accidentally setting people off with it. Alright, so I'm gonna get out of here and...
Ready for dream time, Mr.
Heal. That's right. Also, yeah, because we did damage to a little sister, it's telling us now, oh, by the way, little sisters can't be harvested yet. I'm not trying to do that, exactly. Okay, yeah, the door is the wrong way to go. Heal. Alright, there we go. That was a complete disaster. I had to fight this guy twice. This game just kind of felt like giving me some crap. And now the game is giving me hints that I already know. That sounds just like a video game. Let's get out of here before I embarrass myself any further. That'll be hard to do, though.
The great chain, and the great chain moves us.
My wife, Moira, she's a right pain in the neck. But she's a beauty. She means the world to me. I can't help feel God's punishing me for bringing her and Patrick to this place. I thought this would be a better life for us. Can you imagine a bigger fool than that?
Hey! Get fucked. Let me take that guy's stuff. I'm doing something right now, by the way, that I'm sure will really upset a lot of veterans of this game. Like, even more than just me playing badly, which, you know, whatever, I don't care. I'm going to actually replace the static discharge with Photographer's Eye too. That'll get us more research points when we take pictures of things, which I'm sure you guys can understand why that's useful. But I'll explain what I'm doing that would upset people in a few minutes when it becomes relevant again. As it will. Hey, we get another combat tonic. Wrench Lurker. When fighting those stronger or faster than yourself, you'll need every advantage possible in the scrum. Wrench Lurker allows you to make the most of your opportunities when your antagonist is caught off guard. Very, very handy, but we don't have a whole lot of slots to use these with, so forget it for now. Yeah, this is sort of a mid-boss tier spider splicer here that we're dealing with. Jeez, that's really, really tough. I guess this is sort of the return of the one from earlier, huh? Also, yeah, we accidentally broke part of the Vita Chamber glass. However, we just teleported past her, which is great. Give me the buckshot and the first aid kit. And knock knock. Alright, dude.
What rat didn't get himself that? You got something from me and my crew? Or are you just looking to get criticized? You sit here a spell. I needs to set on some coffee. Maybe put on silverware and the like.
This guy.
Before you head into the fisheries, a word to the wise. Old Peachy seems about as straight as a dog's hind leg. You keep your eyes open.
Yeah, we get it. Nobody in Rapture can be trusted.
Nobody walks into my swampy carrying the heat. Put your weapons in the pneumo, and then I'll let you in.
Okay, I guess we gotta abandon our guns, but more importantly, thankfully there's a gene bank here if we're gonna need Incinerate. Take a hint, first level of the game.
If that isn't right, you're gonna have to pay it. But he can't very well take your plasmas away now, can he?
Light this up, we get Focus Hacker, another favorite in the Hack Smart line of gene tonics. Focus Hacker defuses overload traps and security systems, fewer fried circuits. So it reduces the amount of overload tiles and those are the little explosion looking. So we'll pass on that. We'll grab an Eve Hypo, melt some more ice. But unfortunately, we have to get rid of our guns. So if we were playing this smarter, we could actually use telekinesis to bring guns over here, and we'd be able to bring them back in after we stuff all of our weapons in the pneumatic tube. But no, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this the way you're intended, I guess, with just the wrench and the camera. We're in a freezing cold area. We're going to try and deal with as much of the ice as possible.
I bet when your boss waggled out of hell, he done told the devil he'd be right back. And the devil says, "Sure thing, Mr. Fontaine. I'll hold you a spot." Ryan promised Fontaine was dust, and now here you are doing his dirty. I guess that makes Ryan a bum, and you a
What's this guy going on about? I think he's just flipping out. Doing Fontaine. We haven't met Fontaine.
He was ours!
Fly out. Yeah, absolutely. Peach Wilkins here is having a bad time. He thinks the slightly suicidal way. Gotta keep lighting the area up. Got a spike of lag there. We get sent back outside from this. This part is definitely tough because, yeah, despite us having security on our side, we have to do a lot more setup than this. And we are doing this with only our wrench. Just our wrench, just our plasmids, all 3 of them. Heal. Stun the goddamn turret. Okay. Shock it and try to get... I'm trying to get around it. I can't actually get around it. Okay. Alright, there we go. We're attacked, and it will fight for us. And we'll die because we're getting shot at from all directions. This is admittedly one thing in BioShock where, like, fights range from very easy to you are completely surrounded by bullets. And it's not really a smooth difficulty curve, and really a lot of fights are just numbers games. And that's not a thing I'm a huge fan of. Not because necessarily, oh, I'm bad at those, although, let's be honest here, I'm not particularly great at them. It's just that, I don't know, it's not a... Like, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not even to say it's not a challenge, because obviously, well, I'm getting my ass handed to me here, but... Alright, you have fun running to a health station that will kill you. I think that's what this guy's gonna do. Oh god, I'm in the smoke, so I can't see anything. Okay. And...
The submarine bay was only used by smugglers and thieves. More than likely, the entrance will be hidden. Better to keep the coppers off the scent.
There's another enemy triggering one of those. Okay, you guys have fun dealing with that. I'm gonna do a quick hack of this thing. By the way, in case it comes up, as it might do here, I believe that you actually can still set off the alarms even when you have them hacked and working for you. Because technically you just hack the security cameras to set off alarms on other people. However, it's never been a big thing for me because usually I just break the cameras. I'm doing things a little differently in this playthrough, and that certainly is not meant to imply that I'm doing them well. As if that weren't clear. Alright, so there's a couple rooms to the side to explore here too, by the way. Yeah, it's a little bit. A lot of ice to melt. But apparently this patch only melts in certain areas when you target it. Or depends entirely on how you target it. Whatever, you guys know what I'm trying to say, I think. Also, I think we turned that fish into car. Changed into a completely different species of fish. That would be a good joke if I had better delivery right now, but I am sort of in this place of like, wow, this is a lot harder than I remember. And trying to remember what all is available in here. Well, first of all, we get a bunch of money just lying around in this locker. There might be something on the other one side of it, because you can see we are inside of another, inside of half of this locker. We got ourselves a pistol again, which is great, but we only have 2 shots. That bastard Peach Wilkins took our ammunition. I mean, come on, Jack. You didn't have to put the bullets in there, too. Because they're not much good without a gun. It's just kind of shrapnel at that point. Well-formed shrapnel. But shrapnel nonetheless. Yes, game, I know I'm low on ammunition, but wealthy. Air quotes. The problem is, I don't have my guns right now, game. They're not terribly useful then. Yeah, you can press R to use an Eve hypo early, but I haven't done that yet, because it usually just results in you wasting mana, basically. Because an Eve hypo will fill you back up, no matter when you use it. If memory serves. I need to not dwell on the fact that I'm not great at this so much, because I haven't played this game in years. Alright, we get our weapons back. We have, unfortunately, lost all of our special ammunition. But more importantly, we have a power to the people machine here. And these are pretty nice. They let you upgrade your weapons. And since at no point anymore are we going to need to give up our guns, it's not an issue of like, oh, maybe I should wait to use this. No, we get to use them now. There are 2 upgrades available for each type of weapon, aside from the wrench, which doesn't get any. We can upgrade the clip size of our pistol. We can upgrade its damage. We can upgrade the machine gun damage, or reduce its kickback, which is pretty useful, because that causes the gun to drift less, obviously. Increase our shotgun's rate of fire, or its damage. Unfortunately, we can't do a whole lot about reload rate, which is the big issue. We can increase our grenade launcher's damage, or we can get something to prevent ourselves from taking damage from it. I'm going to take that right now, because I love using grenade launchers, but I don't like getting hit by them, and I am not trusting myself on not getting hit. Alright, buddy. Gonna take some pictures too. Alright, so we have finished researching the gun-toting leadhead splicers. And that feels like a nice place to be in. Alright, so we got a nitro here. Mash the button some. Permanent 35% chance that any enemy grenade will be a dud. Nice. You can see that coming in handy already. That is very, very, very generous of the game, all considered.
Fontaine's putting the screws on us, and double. He's squeezing us out of 80 points of our cut with the threat of turning us into Ryan if we don't play ball. Son of a bitch. Sammy G comes and tells me he's thinking of going to the constable. And the next day, Sammy G was found in a sack in a salt pond. We had no choice here. We stay on Fontaine's crew and we're gonna catch the gallows. We take powder, and we end up like Sammy G. Oh, there's gotta be another way.
Oof. That's pretty pretty distressing. This Fontaine guy sounds like a nasty piece of work. Almost like he might even be the main villain or something. Let's keep working on restocking our ammunition. That one's a bit on the famous side there. Melting this down. But before we go, we do have some unfinished business up on the top floor. Assuming that we're not locked in. And if we are, well, dying is going to be a bit of a pain to pull. And if we are locked in, then I guess we basically just missed this. But we're going to try. I don't really think that the now dead Peach Wilkins had any real way of locking us in. Yeah. So I apparently did not find the audio tape that would let us into that little enclosure down there. So we're just going to go and hack our way in because I believe that's a thing we can do. Yep, we can hack this keypad. So I'll just stick an auto hack in there. And we get to loot this particular engine and stuff here.
Mr. Ryan asked me personally to make this clear to you. You give us Fontaine and this whole filthy ring of his, and you'll be knocking back pints up at the Fighting McDonald's. But if you prefer to play the mule, treat you like a mule. Give him a taste, Patrick. What's that? Change of heart, Timmy? Timmy! Ready to talk now?
Go on, Sullivan. Go on and do your dirty. Whatever Ryan thinks he can do to me, Fontaine can do double!
Yeesh. Yeah, this Fontaine guy seems like some seriously bad... Get out of here. Where did I miss that tape at? That's weird. I'm gonna... Actually, just go back to not caring. I will... I suppose I could look this up off stream, because it is possible to take the bathysphere back to previous locations. It's just not something that you usually have to do, because you generally have no reason to backtrack. I hear a spider splicer flipping out over there. We're not going to deal with that. Let's go back to the next part of this stage. Because we are almost done with Neptune's Bounty, which is, by a wide margin, the longest part of the game. At least I feel like it is. There are a couple of parts that kind of come close. But Neptune's Bounty really does feel like it's by a wide margin. Again, maybe because you spend so much time chasing around those spider splicers.
Should be smooth sailing from here. I'll meet you up ahead.
Alright, here we are, the smuggler's hideout. Chips. Ooh. I guess we got all the tapes in because we're getting the flashback.
But I can't get in. I need you for that. My family can't be more than 100 yards away.
Shout out to that not being breakable. Booze. Can't interact with that pneumatic thing. Nope. Wow, I was too busy being, like, kind of dazzled by what this weird machine is that I started getting shot at. Way to go. Pull that out. Ow. I think I hit the explosive crate behind it, too. Whoops. Well, there's some healing items in the area, so it's almost okay.
We all come down here. Figured we all be part of Ryan's great chain. Turns out Ryan's chain is made of gold, and ours are the sort with the big iron ball around your ankle. He's up in Fort Frolic banging fashion models, We're down in this dump yanking guts out of fish. Fontaine's promising something better. He's like one of us, you know? Like he's worked a day in his life. He says meet him at his fish packing joint at 11. I'll go, bring a couple of guys. Hey, it's not like things could get a lot worse.
Yeah, that clearly has turned out to be not so true for this guy. Kind of bad for him. He got so badly screwed on this deal here. Also, all this booze. Wow.
Hit the switch up there in the control booth and let me in. I think it's time to shake hands and get acquainted.
You've had your fun, but enough
Question,
is
is there anything
enough.
over here?
You press
No,
that
it's just an
button,
outlook.
You'll learn what it means to truly be my enemy.
I'm not really scared of you, Ryan. You're not even willing to show you. You're not even willing to show us your face, buddy. Crack this thing open and control panel. Uh-oh. It was a trap all along, wasn't it? Alright. Time to escape. Unfortunately, Atlas, I don't believe your family is going to be going out of here alive.
Come on.
Oh yeah, we got explosive buckshot. That's pretty nice, I think. So it turned out to be an okay idea to just leave the hack thing that I forgot about until the end. And that in, and we get our healing station online.
Observe all his. I send you flame.
Still getting shot at, and yeah, I kind of realized I don't think I'm going to be using that healing machine anymore, so I just went ahead and salvaged it for parts. This open, and let's grab this. Oh, that's racist, dude.
Damaged goods, alright. Just like all those chumps they scraped out of them prison camps. But she's no crackpot. She's gonna make me the kind of scratch that'll have Ryan look like he's running a paper route.
Jesus, this guy. Although one of the things I do like really like. Oh, there goes the submarine. One of the things I really like about Frank Fontaine is how slow he speaks.
Try to sneak out like a thief. You're no CIA spook. Who are you? Why have you come here? There's two ways to deal with a mystery. Uncover it or eliminate it.
Man, Fontaine just sounds so asshole-y. And really incredibly malevolent, slow speaking. I know I talk kind of slow, but that's more because I put spaces in the middle of my words. It's, I think, anyway.
The Irish pork pie offered me a deal. I flip him Fontaine and I walk out of here. That's simple. How do I know that fat fuck isn't Fontaine's guy? How do I know they're not all Fontaine's guy? Fontaine's got Adam, and everybody wants it. Ryan's got a whole lot of talk and a nice suit. Even down here, any idiot can see which way the wind is blowing.
Well, let us proceed into Arcadia, which is where we're going to save and quit the game and finish streaming for the night. I would like to thank everybody who came out, which is not a whole lot of people, but still, thank you for watching. It's been great getting to start on this game. I'm glad I can finally get around to playing this. Yeah. Again, thank you, all of you. Yeah, we'll just overwrite the autosave, that's fine. Alright, later.